A spinner has only red, blue, and yellow spaces. The probability of landing on a red space is x over 10. The probability of landing on a blue space is x over 5. And the probability of landing on a yellow space is 1 over 10. What is the value of x? To attack this problem, it's helpful to quickly review some other probability situations that we're more familiar with, like flipping coins or rolling dice. So when I flip a coin, how many possible outcomes are there? Well, there are two, right? There's heads and tails. And what's the probability of getting a heads on a coin? Well, it's 1/2. And the probability of getting a tails is also 1/2. What's the sum of those probabilities? It's 1. And how about rolling a die, right? What's the probability of rolling a 1 on a die? Well, it's 1 out of 6, on a 6-sided die, I should say. And how about rolling a 2? Also 1 out of 6. Rolling a 3, 1 out of 6. Rolling a 4, 1 out of 6. 5, 1 out of 6. And getting a 6, 1 out of 6. This is, of course, assuming that the die is fair. And when I add all of these together, I add them all up, what do I get? Well, I get 1 again, right? Because 1/6 times 6 is 1. And the same logic applies up here to this spinner. There are only 3 possible outcomes, red, blue, and yellow. So when I add up their probabilities, that should come out to 1. And I can create an equation from this. I can use the probabilities given here. So x over 10 for red, plus x over 5 for blue, plus 1 over 10 for yellow. All of those, all of the possible outcomes add up to 1. So now I just need to solve for x. All right, well, let's get to work. I'm going to multiply both sides by the same item. In this case, it looks like 10 is a pretty good candidate for that. Why don't I multiply that by 10, and I'll multiply that by 10. And what I get when I distribute this out is x plus 2x plus 1 equals 10. Great. Now I just need to combine like terms. I'll carry this over here. 3x plus 1 equals 10. Subtract 1 on each side. I got 3x equals 9, and x equals 3. So C is the correct answer here. And if this algebra got a little difficult for you, take a look back at the algebra lessons just to work through that.